What's up, y'all? It's your boy Isaiah the Character. You read the video, right? Yep. In this video, I will be talking about my first fight in high school that I didn't win. But I didn't lose. But the only way you're gonna know, unless you watch the video. Let's get into it. What's up, y'all? Alright, let's get into the video. Now, this all started my 11th grade year in high school, I went to a high school called Jefferson Davis High School. I was doing this thing where I was going to two high schools half a day. The original high school I was going to was called Impact. It's a trade high school. If you live in Montgomery, you know about it. It's a trade high school. You can do a trade. But when I got into my 11th grade year, they did this thing where, you go to your trade high school half a day, you go to your zone high school. Jefferson Davis was my zone high school. But this is how it all started. See, I had the mindset right that when I get to Jefferson Davis High School, I'm not gonna let nobody play with me. I'm gonna stand up for myself. I ain't gonna let nobody harm me, hurt me, do nothing bad to me. That was my mindset. Now, I was excited to go to Jefferson Davis High School, or JD the better term for it, because, it was a real high school experience. But at the same time, I didn't want to, get pushed around, get messed with. I didn't want none of those things. But this is how it started. I was in art class. It was this dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was real playful. Like, he'll go around hitting people in the back of the head with, paper and stuff. And I would say, man, he hit me, I'm hitting back. Now, let me step back a little bit. Around this time, I wanted to do martial arts. I was real big in martial arts. I really wanted to do martial arts. I had a friend, before I started taking martial arts, he'll help me. He'll teach me a couple of pointers. His name's Morris. I ain't seen him in a while, but I had a white friend named Morris. He'll show me some stuff. So for a couple months, I go to YMCA, hit the boxing gym, start hitting the punching bag. He'll teach me a couple of stuff. So, I was ready. If I had to defend myself, I was ready. Now, one thing I want to tell everybody, if you can walk away from a situation, please walk away. Some situations you don't gotta fight. But in this situation, I choose to fight. But back to the story. Alright. I'm in class. I'm like in the mid section of the class. We got these little regular tables. These little regular rectangular tables. He right behind me. And I'm just chilling. Now, for some reason today, he was just hitting random people in the back of the head with a piece of paper. Now me, I'm ready. I'm like, man, he better not hit me with a piece of paper. So I'm mind my business. Bam! Hit me with a piece of paper. As soon as he hit me with the paper, I immediately got up and I start swinging. Now here's where I messed up. One thing I learned about fighting, you have to think. At that moment, I wasn't thinking. I was just reacting. And you never just want to react in a fight. But in this situation, I just went back and I just started throwing him. Now, when I hit him like in the shoulder, like right here, like bam, hit him in the shoulder. So I'm just hitting him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this dude was a little stronger than me. Then plus, I don't know, I kind of hate that I go through this. In certain situations, I get nervous. Not by choice, it's just like a natural feeling. Then plus, I was a little tired. So as I'm moving around, because I had my hands on his leg, I'm grabbing his legs. He had his hand on the back of my neck. He just pushing me down. Now, I remember somebody recorded the fight. If you looked at the fight, I was pressing him towards the these little doors in the back of the classroom, these little closets. I was pushing towards closets, but he had his hand on my neck. Now, as he got his hand on my neck, I'm just moving around, just moving. At this point, he kind of got the upper hand on me because, a little stronger. His hand, like right here on my neck, pushing me down. I got my hands on his neck. Now, after a while, I started getting tired. So I just got up. And I'm breathing like, Now, I remember he told me, he said, hey, bro, I ain't trying to fight you. I ain't trying to hurt you. That's what he told me. He said, hey, man, I ain't trying to hurt you. I ain't trying to fight you. Now, me, I'm tired. I'm just, Now, it was a girl in my classroom. She was recording the fight, and I heard her say, ew, his ear bleeding. When she said that, I looked to my right side, and I felt my ear. I'm like, bro, my ear is bleeding. And then, half everybody in the classroom just broke out laughing. Everybody just started laughing. Majority everybody just started laughing. So, I had my teacher, she called security. I just walked out of the classroom. I just went ahead and walked out. It was 2 security guards and one of the volleyball coaches. And I remember the volleyball coach said, man, what happened? His ear's bleeding. You must have did something. The whole time he said, I ain't hit him. I told him I ain't want no problems. So I'm walking down the hallway. I had, in the school I went to one of them schools where people like saying unnecessary stuff to me. So I'm walking around with a bleeding ear. Now, luckily, a whole bunch of people wasn't in the hallway, but a couple people saw me, my ear bleeding, like, hey, bro, what happened to you? I said I got into a fight. They said something underneath their breath, started laughing. So I went to the office. The office asked me what happened. I told them, hey, he hit me with a piece of paper. Started fighting. They had to call my mom. Now, here's what made me mad, right? You know how sometimes parents say one thing and they say another? So my mom always be like, you better fight back. You better defend yourself. You better, blah, blah, blah. You better do something. So they called my mom. My mom got there. My mom I said, what happened? I said, I got into a fight. Let me show y'all what she did. I said, what happened? I got into a fight. Now, mind you, this is my first. I got into a fight in, second grade, but I was at an after school program, but nobody called my parents or nothing. But this is my first fight, I guess, and this is the first time ever that a principal had to call my mom because I was fighting at school. Mind you, 11th grade. Not first grade, not second grade, not third, not fourth, not fifth, no grade. This is the first time they had to call, my parents because I was fighting in the classroom. No other time. The first thing she did was, So, we talked to the principal. The principal said, this is going to be on my permanent record. But he was like, I'm sorry this happened. We are going to have to suspend him for how many days I got? To be honest, I got suspended for one day. I got suspended for 1 day. The other dude, he got suspended for 3 days. Because, he hit with a piece of paper. And I actually remember, what happened? I had to go back to the classroom. Yeah, I had to go back to the classroom. And I had to get something. Because the period changed. So all my classmates left and the new classmates came in there. So I was talking to my teacher. I I remember my art teacher told me, Isaiah, I'm sorry this happened. Because I never gave her no trouble. Like, I never been like a troublemaker. Like, you know, I made mistakes and did hard-headed things, but I never been a troublemaker. But she told me, I'm sorry this happened. Now, I had to go to the hospital. Not for nothing major. See, I'm going to show y'all a picture because I took a picture of it. This part of my ear right here, right? When I was moving around, I was next to a table. And I think my ear probably hit the table. But you know, when your adrenaline, you know, start rushing, you don't feel none of that. You don't feel that. And I ain't feel it. Now luckily, I ain't had to get stitches. I ain't had to get no stitches. So they just glued it because a piece of skin was like hanging off my ear a little bit. So they kind of like glued it back together and, you know, it was all good. So, you know, went to the hospital, got that taken care of. I left, we left, it was just me and my mom. I'm like, I remember I said, man, this was someday. And no, my mom said, well, if you didn't fight, this would never happen. If you didn't fight, this would have never happened. Now, I don't even want to get into that part. That's probably a story for another day. But I just want to say that. Now, my mom did tell my dad. My dad, he wasn't mad at all. Only thing he said was, Ike, I'm not mad at you. Ike is my nickname. Ike, I'm not mad at you. It's just, since you're in high school, you have to be careful because stuff like this can get on your permanent record. Plus, you know, when you're in high school and you start fighting, it's quicker to go to jail. Like, well, I went to the schools I went to, you know, you kind of get to fighting, you know, the police get involved and you can go to jail. Luckily, you know, police didn't get involved, and when they came, the fight was over. But you know, that was my first, you know, high school fight. And, you know, I just want to tell everybody, you know, we all take L's. We all take L's. You know, you ain't gonna win all of them. I didn't win that fight, but I didn't lose it. And, you know, after that fight, some people will, you know, ask me like, hey, Isaiah, what happened? What happened? Like, want to make sure you all right. Like, I told a couple of my friends, some people knew because a girl I went to school with, she posted the fight on Facebook. I'll never forget that day. But it got taken off. But you know, I learned from it. It's all good. And then, you know, I was in 11th grade, so I started taking martial arts my 11th grade summer, going to 12th grade. I took kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. Sorry, I butchered that word. And I did wrestling. I actually did wrestling a couple months after that. So no, I learned some stuff. So next time I got into a little situation, I'm better prepared. And one thing, if I could tell anybody, when you get into a fight, you gotta think. In that situation, I did not think. I just reacted. And when you react, sometimes it's good, sometimes not gonna be good. Depending on who you're fighting, it's not gonna always be good. But you know, y'all, this was my first high school fight story time. You know, that's all, you know, I learned from it. You know, drop in the comments your first fight. Now, I just want to appreciate everybody for, you know, subscribing to my channel. We at 87. My goal by the end of 2022 is to get 100K subscribers. 100K. Then plus, for everybody that's watching my videos, I'm taking a break from skits right now. When I get 30,000 subscribers, I'm gonna start uploading skits. But right now, I'm finna change up my content. You know, it ain't over yet, baby. It ain't over. be coming up this year. Y'all please hit that subscribe button. Also, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The link is in the description. Sorry, I'm butchering words. Please click in that link below and follow all of my social medias, Facebook and Instagram. I got a TikTok too. Y'all can follow that too. But right now, please just follow me on my Instagram and my Facebook. I appreciate y'all. Isaiah the Character out.